Welcome back to Catalyst University. My name is Kevin Tokoph. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for future videos and notifications. In this video, we're going to talk about how to calculate the volume of a cylinder. So something that you might commonly have in your house that's a cylinder is a can of any kind of sauce or vegetables or beans or anything like that. This is a cylinder, and what we know about a cylinder is that the top is a circle, the bottom is a circle, and they're the exact same size. And then the distance between one of those circles, the top one and the bottom one, has some height, which we're going to call h. Now, if we take a look at either the top circle or the bottom one, in this case we're going to do the bottom, but it doesn't make a difference because they're the exact same size. This circle that's blue has a diameter. Remember, the diameter is the distance from one side of the circle to the other, and that line, which is the diameter, has to run through the center. So that's our diameter, d, if we're going to use that. But half of the diameter is the radius, r. And typically we just say the radius goes from the center of the circle to any point on the circumference or the periphery of the circle. And that radius is half of the diameter. So if we wanted to calculate the volume of a cylinder, we first need to find the area of this circle. Okay? The area of a circle is pi r squared. And then we're just going to multiply by the height of the cylinder. Remember, the height of the cylinder is just the distance from the bottom circle to the top circle. And so our full formula would just be, for volume of a cylinder, pi times r squared, which is that is the radius squared of the circle, times the height of the cylinder. So let's look at our problem here. Find the volume of the cylinder shown to the left, assuming the diameter and height are 8 millimeters and 10 millimeters respectively. So our height is 10 millimeters. Our diameter is 8 millimeters. Now, notice our formula here does not call for using the diameter, which is 8 millimeters. It calls for the radius. But if we remember that the radius is always half the diameter, that means if our diameter is 8 millimeters, our radius is half of that, 4 millimeters. So, given that, we can just plug in numbers. The volume of the cylinder, therefore, is equal to pi, which we're just going to leave like this, times the radius squared, 4 squared, and then times the height of the cylinder, which is 10 millimeters. And so if we remember that 4 squared is 16, and 16 times 10 would be 160, our volume would be 160 pi millimeters cubed. And remember that volumes, unlike areas, volumes have cubic units. So because our units here are in millimeters, the volume would have units of millimeters cubed, or cubic millimeters. Now, we also could, if we were asked to, multiply 160 times 3.14, which is the value of pi, and get just a number. But for most applications, you'd be free to leave it as 160 pi. This would actually be advisable because actually this is an exact answer. All right? And that's how you calculate volume of a cylinder. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for future videos and notifications. Thank you very much.